Fine Boy and other people. And there was a shooting and a tear gas. And so the protesters went in disarray. In fact, the police warned Showore not to venture into Asorok premises. And so when he dared them, they opened up fire. And he ran for his dear life. Nnamdi Kanu ran with other people.
Nnamdi Kanu.
Showore
ran.
Yes, Showore ran for his dear life. You know, that will tell you that things didn't go well. And with this position now, it has hardened the government position. Something I have been afraid of. It has hardened the government position and putting in Nnamdi Kanu in more jeopardy. And even if anybody should go now and say, I'm sure the government will say, no, we don't want to hear that. Because of the way the things turned out. This is something would have been peacefully organized.
Barrister, the protest was very peaceful. At least it started out, they didn't go to the precincts of Asorok. They didn't go near the National Assembly. The march started at somewhere in Otako.
But there was a shootout.
No, there was no shootout. It was the police that started firing shots into the air.
Is that not
unprovoked?
Is that not a shootout?
So look like it was premeditated by the government, you know, not to make it peaceful. Why did the government start shooting at that point?
But there were places they say you should not venture into.
No, but Otako, look at the video there. If you look at the screen, that place is Otako. They were nowhere near the presence of the National Assembly or Asorok. So why the shootout? Why the shooting by the police?
There were some streets they said they should not even approach. Not just National Assembly and Asorok. There are other places they mentioned. But Showore dared them. Showore dared the police. We are talking of a peaceful resolution of this matter, please.
Barrister, we are talking of a peaceful protest. The protest was largely peaceful until the police came with a show of force. That is the question. Why would they do that?
Were you expecting them to stand akimbo when their principal is watching their reaction? So you just heard that there was a rumor of coup the other day. And everybody in that Abuja is apprehensive. This warmongering posture, will it help Nnamdi Kanu now? Will it help him? That is the question. Don't you think the government position will be hardened now? It will be hardened. No matter how you look at it, the government will be hardened their position. And so anybody that wants to go and talk now for political resolution say, no, we don't want to hear.
But Barrister, don't you think that the government practically drove Nigerians into this last track? Because peace overtures have been made. People have asked, very prominent Nigerians outside the Southeast have weighed in on it and said, look, release this man. He is not the cause. In fact, the moment you release him, there will be peace in the Southeast. Mbazulika Amechi, before he died, said to the president, then Buhari, release this young man to me. I guarantee that there will be peace in the Southeast.
Mr. Okola, I want to ask you, is there...
Chukwudi Ezife did the same thing.
I'm coming.
So, Barrister, now the point is this. Don't you think that all the avenues for peaceful resolution of this issue, have been closed out to the people? And that is why they are resorting to protest.
That is why Showore went on the protest. Listen very well, Mr. Okoro. Is there any way Tinubu will go to the south? Because Tinubu is looking for a vote now. Whichever way you look at it, we are very, very important to his re-election.
Barrister, when you say we, what do you mean?
That is the Southeasterners.
Okay, Southeasterners.
Is there any way Tinubu can go there to canvass for election or for do campaign without Nnamdi Kanu being presented to him as a condition?
He's been going, he went to Imo State.
This particular one now,
okay,
of his election, with what the North have done to him. I mean, you have to use wisdom in this thing. Now that the Tinubu has fallen out with the North, it is the time the Southwest will say, okay, this is an opportunity. Mr. President, we are even sacrificing our own for you, but you must release Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. we are going to support you on one condition and one condition alone, Nnamdi Kanu. That's it.
Okay, now don't you think that the president will practically take that he takes the Southeast for granted? I mean, out of the 5 Southeastern states.
Not now.
Barrister, out of the 5 Southeastern states, 3 of them belong to the APC, and the governors will do anything and everything to deliver, the president.
We are going to
Anambra State is more like one leg in, one leg out. Look, same thing with Abia State. So do you think that the president will still, come to the Southeast?
He must, because it's just the governor. The governor is not the people. If the people of the Southeast decide that, no, we are not, until you release in Naka, don't look for a vote. What do you think will happen? The governor will do what? He put gun on my head to vote for Tinubu. You know it's not possible. That time you are talking about, he was in bed with the Northerner. Now that they have said, no, we are not backing you, and they have said it openly and practically. That's why Tinubu is now looking for the Southeast and South-South. And if I look very well, the Southeast is very important in the equation. It's very, very important in the equation. So this is the time we should have applied our political wisdom and say, Mr. President, you need our vote. Fine. Oh yeah, release Nnamdi Kanu.
Barrister, how important is the Southeast in the Nigerian equation in terms of votes, in terms of politics?
Good, because if you remove the Southeast, you will have only the Southwest and the South-South. And this
how about the North?
No. And these places, their votes is already divided. Yes, they are heavily divided.
South divided?
Yes.
Between who and who?
Within Dire and River State. That's Bayelsa and River State. You know what is going on there?
What is going on? All of them are going to the APC.
No.
Delta is APC. Akwa Ibom is APC. Cross River is APC. Edo is APC.
I said I'm talking of the governors. The people are not with the APC. That's the only thing I'm telling you.
No, Barrister, when we discuss these things, I like for us to contextualize them, within what happens in Nigeria. When on election day, the governors will receive the Inec commissioners, the Inec officers and all of that. The police will be at their beck and call and all of that. That
was before.
Okay.
Don't assume.
So you think there will be a difference?
I said this time around, it will not be Uhuru.
With what happened in 2023?
I said this time around, there must be free and fair election.
With the way Nigerians are talking about state capture.
That was before. They have already told.
Barrister, what has changed?
A lot have changed.
Like what, sir?
Like the people's perception have changed. What the people are going through now, or what they have gone through. Are you trying to discountenance it? You mean all those things will not come to play? This hardship, everybody is feeling it. Even the most stupid person who don't know politics, that person have now come to know what is going on, and they are going to react with their vote. That's what I'm telling you here. If things have been rosy and all that, you say, okay, no problem, we can manage it. But now, everybody, let them do opinion polls. How many opinion polls have they done? Even non-state actors. All of them against Tinubu APC. Against Tinubu APC. So what do you think will happen in the voting this improper? And they are talking of a electoral reform. Let us see whether IRF and BIVAS will now be legal.
All right, then. Barrister, I like the optimism that you said, and I hope that Nigerians will be able to buy.
And a new Inec chairman who told us that they will even use drones and all that. So the changes are coming. Things cannot continue forever. We are talking of free and fair election to know actually whether the people want you or not.
Okay. Now, beautiful. Barrister, now let's get into the major topics of conversation for today. The crisis within the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has deepened as the party's National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, alleged that his signature was forged on a letter sent to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Well, the letter in question reportedly notified INEC of the PDP's planned national convention, scheduled for November 15 and 16 in Ibadan, Oyo State. Anyanwu, who is a political ally of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, made the allegation in petitions addressed to INEC, the Department of State Services, DSS, and the Inspector General of Police. In the petitions dated October 15, he denied ever signing or authorizing the August 29 correspondence notifying INEC of the planned convention. In a letter to Inec titled RE, People's Democratic Party Year 2025 Elective National Convention, Petition Against Forgery and Cloning of My Signature, Anyanwu stated that the referenced document was neither signed, approved, nor issued by him. He described the situation as shocking and called for an immediate investigation into what he termed as a criminal act. He alleged that the officers of the PDP, in collaboration with unnamed individuals within Inec, might be behind the forgery. Anyanwu attached an excerpt of the disputed document to his petition as evidence and demanded that those responsible be prosecuted. Well, similar petitions were also sent to the DSS and the police, where he repeated his call for a thorough investigation. This development comes amid rising tensions within the PDP ahead of its scheduled convention. Despite plans to hold the event in Ibadan, dissatisfaction continues among some party members, particularly allies of Wike, who are unhappy with the leadership of the acting national chairman, Elia Omar Damagum. Their concerns include unresolved issues regarding zonal leadership in the South-South and disputes over control of party structures in several states. The crisis has also spilled into the courts. In a suit before the Federal High Court in Abuja, some state party chairmen and zonal officials accused the Damagum-led National Working Committee, NWC, of violating the party's constitution and election guidelines. A major point of contention during the hearing, which which lawyer had the legal authority to represent the party, with two senior advocates of Nigeria, Kamaldeen Ajibade and Chief Chris Uche, laying claim to that role. Further complicating matters, 14 members of the National Working Committee issued a letter reaffirming Ajibade's removal as National Legal Advisor and naming Uche as his replacement. Well, Ajibade, however, rejected the decision, insisting that only a national convention has the constitutional power to remove him. With Anyanwu's forgery allegation now in play, fears have grown that the PDP's internal divisions and legal battles could jeopardize preparations for its November convention. Barrister, with this development, what are the prospects of PDP surviving 2027? This convention has been postponed several times. What are the prospects of PDP surviving 2027 with all that is going in, about, and around the PDP? Look at court cases. Look at the allegation, by Sam Anyanwu that his signature was forged, which is criminal, by the way, if it's established. What are your broad reactions to the issues around the PDP?
My reaction is that this particular issue will go into 2026 because they are not going to be resolved in a jiffy. And this is laying the foundation for PDP's disintegration. Because if you didn't conduct your convention and then you didn't do your primary as at when due, that means you are not going to take part in the election. That's the truth. Paving way for APC to, that is what they are working towards.
Who is working towards?
The people that are orchestrating this problem. They are working towards an answer now.
But Barrister, do you by chance know the people that are behind all of this?
Who else? Wike that they could not discipline. I just don't know why up to today, since 2002, in 2023, nobody in PDP could discipline Wike. I just don't know what is going on. Seriously, that party, I'm sure they are under a heavy spell. I'm not joking. They should go and look at what is wrong with them. That party is under a very heavy spell. And somebody is going to benefit from this problem in PDP. That's the truth. From all indication, PDP may not contest this election. It's as simple as that. There's no two ways about it. If at this point they are still talking of convention, convention that you have settled all the issues about leadership and all that, they are still on it up till now. Now it is a signature. Okay. This and that. All right. By the time they finish signature, they will start, another issue will crop up. All because of who? Wike. Okay.
Barry, a lot of people are worried, and it is troubling, to pin down, the entire problem of the PDP on one man, Nyesom Wike. How come that he's able to overpower every other person in that party? Talk about Atiku Abubakar, talk about Goodluck Jonathan himself, the former president, talk about Olusegun Obasanjo, talk about Adolfo Suwabra, the BOT, talk about Bode George, eminent persons in that party. How come one man, and it looks like he's the only problem? Does it look like other people have not contributed to this problem? Why pin it down on Wike all the time?
Wike is being used by somebody to destabilize the PDP.
And the PDP allows itself to be destabilized?
Well, all the effort they have made. Listen, Mr. Oguru, when the BOT of PDP wanted to hold a meeting to expel Wike, didn't you see what happened?
No, the BOT cannot expel him. They are positioned this advisory.
Good. But they wanted to have a meeting. What happened? And they said that meeting is all about Wike. Immediately, they went to the venue, their party headquarters. What happened? Police and even army came there and sacked everybody, who broke the windows, scattered everything, and chased them away. But the judge had to come out and be lamenting. He was lamenting of what happened that day. So who mobilized the police against them? Who? Mr. Ogoro, who mobilized the police against them? So that will tell you what is going on. This is a party meeting. They didn't invite the police, they didn't call the police, but they came.
But I think as at that time, certain people that were not invited, to that meeting tried to bulldoze their way into the meeting.
Of course.
At that time, the issue of national secretaryship was in contention.
Of course.
Between Sunday Udokoye and
Anyanwu.
So I think one party called police for the other. So wiping it down on the minister of the FCT.
No. Those people, they don't have the temerity. They don't even have the right to invite the police. The police cannot just answer anybody in a party matter. Okay, why did they now sack everybody and break windows and all that? Is that what they were called to come and do? No, tell me. If they were not told to come and make sure that the meeting does not hold. Well,
no, Barrister, this time the case seems to be more grievous, with a criminal charge of forgery roped around the neck of the other faction. With this petition unresolved, now, do you think that Inec will attend the convention to confirm the legitimacy it deserves? And what will be the implications from a legal perspective if Inec doesn't observe that convention?
There's no way they can hold that thing. If the authentic signature is in contention.
Now, how do we know which signature is authentic?
Because the man who's supposed to sign, he said he did not sign, that his signature was forged. Do you think the man is joking? What if they are the one that orchestrated this forged signature?
That is the big question.
They orchestrated it to cause confusion.
What if he signed and said, I'm not the one that signed? How do we get to know?
He may not be the one, but to some of the people in their group, yes, may have been authorized to sign it, because if he signs, it will look similar, or if not accurate. So somebody may have, in their group, may have done this, just to put a spanner in the works. The idea is to what? Make sure that the PDP does not hold their convention, not to talk of a primary. Mr. Okoro, it's terrible. It's terrible. Look, from all indications, this party will not contest this election. I'm not joking. That is the end game. Even if they want to allow it, maybe at a week to the election, when they will not even be able to do anything. That is where they are working towards. They want to make sure that PDP does not contest this election. And you think all will be well. Anyway, Nigerians are waiting and watching. Because this type of thing never happened under PDP when they were in power. They allow every political party to, exist. To exist. All of a sudden, Wike is in APC, is in PDP. And nobody sees that.
Wike is not in APC. He has not formally left the PDP. Even people that have left the PDP formally, Atiku has left the PDP, but he's nowhere now.
Hold on. What do you call anti-party activities? When you are in a PDP and you are working for APC, what do you call that?
PDP permitted him to go work for APC. He said so. He told Nigerians.
No, look, all those
I wrote and got approval, permission from the National Working Committee, from the Inec.
Your own party now.
How is he working against the party?
By aiding this other faction, Anyanwu and co. I don't know defending to him. Is that what is supposed to
be?
Okay,
now,
if not for a week, will Anyanwu be putting up this strong head? If not for a week.
Barrister,
remember that after their meeting, Wike and his group will held their own meeting in Abuja, in his house, in fact, in his house. Is that not true? Why should that be? No, why should that be? In his own house. He called his own people. They had their own meeting where they took certain decisions and then told the leadership of PDP that, look, for us to cooperate with you, you must do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. You know, they listed all their conditions.
Now, talking about the conditions, one of the conditions was that Sam Anyanwu be recognized as the authentic national secretary of the party.
Has he not been?
He has been. That is the issue. That is the question.
So the other one,
not just that he's recognized, Sunday Udokoye has officially, formally left the PDP and joined the APC.
Okay.
So why is that problem persisting?
So that will tell you that that is the end game.
So apparently Wike is not a problem.
Wike is the problem. Who else is there now? Who else is causing problem?
That is what we want to find out.
Hold on. Who else is causing problem in PDP?
Who else is causing the problem? That's what we find out. Wike said, Sam Anyanwu is not the secretary.
He has come out openly.
Sunday Udokoye has left the party. So what's the problem?
Wike told you openly, even up to tomorrow, that he's working for Tinubu. When they accused him of trying to contest the next election, he said no. That he is working for Tinubu, that he all for Tinubu openly. Is that not anti-party activity? No, tell me. He has said it openly. And when you are working for somebody, will not be doing anything in his favor. There's no way you can exonerate him here. It's the arrowhead, it's the problem. From River State to Abuja, it is this same weekend. It is weekend. So let nobody come here to exonerate him. Other party members in PDP, have they been acting and behaving like Wike? How can you be in the PDP that made you, and you come out and tell everybody that you are working for an APC candidate openly, and you are doing it? Please.
But Barrister, I would like for us to interrogate the persona of Nyesom Wike very well. You just mentioned River State. If you go to River State, they say Wike is the problem. If you go to PDP, they say Wike is the problem. If you go to FCT, they say Wike is the problem. Barrister, how can one man be so powerful, more powerful than a lot of people?
Mr. Okoro,
I want us to interrogate his persona. What is it about him?
There is nothing. They said any child in Igbo land, as a proverb, they say any child is father sent to go and thief in a neighbor's compound. He goes there with boldness. When he goes there, he doesn't knock on the door. He kicks the door open because the father is behind him. So, do you think Wike can behave in this manner if the APC heading the federal government is not backing him? Can he be acting on his own? Please tell me. Can a Wike muster the courage to do most of the things he has done on his own? Is it possible? You know it's not possible now. You know. When they were resolving a River State matter, was it Wike that everybody was calling? When the River State governor wanted to make peace, is it not Wike he ran to? So he is the person there, and that is because he has the federal might behind him. A Wike on his own cannot do nothing. After all, he has left government. He doesn't have any power of his own. The federal government is backing him. It's as simple as that. Let nobody be deceived. Somebody is backing him big time. Or don't you see the security he moves about with?
He's a minister of the Federal Capital Territory.
How many of the ministers are working with such security? Mr. Okoro, you didn't answer me. You know, I've been asking so many questions on this platform, which you have not answered.
Barrister, I'm not meant to, you are my guest now. I'm the one asking the questions, and you are providing answers. No. You don't ask me questions because I'm not supposed to have an opinion on this show. Yes.
But there are questions that is very pertinent that you answer. So that
okay, maybe rhetoric questions. Questions that don't deserve answers. So
that we can move on.
Barrister, questions that don't deserve answers. Rhetoric questions.
There's no question that doesn't deserve an answer. even a stupid question, if you like, reply with a stupid answer. We will listen to you. Wike is being backed by the federal government.
Barrister, by the conduct of practice and professionalism, I'm not supposed to answer your question.
Don't answer, but I'm telling you, because you're asking me why Wike is doing all this. And I'm giving you the synopsis.
When I ask more questions, I just want us to deepen the conversation so that we'll get to, you know.
No. Did I take you to court? Did I call police?
No, you said I have not answered your questions. And I said the questions you ask are rhetorical questions.
That does not mean you should not ask more questions. Ask more questions.
I'm asking more questions.
Go ahead.
Now, Barrister, on Tuesday last week, former governor of Enugu State, Anyanwu, officially dumped the PDP and joined the APC. What becomes of the G5 governors? Is this testing the mic for the eventual defection of Wike to APC? You know, there were 5. Wike, Sheyi Makinde, Samuel Otom, Ifeanyi and Okeze Ibazo. You know, Sheyi is at loggerheads. You know, for the optics, a lot of people still believe that Sheyi, Wike, and Tinubu are working together, hand in gloves. You know, despite what Sheyi puts out in the PDP. Now, Ifeanyi has dumped the PDP and joined APC with his governor, Peter Mba. Samuel Otom is neither here nor there. You know, officially, his state is also APC. So, do you expect? Is it that this movement of Ifeanyi is it testing the waters for Wike, you know, for eventual decampment to the APC?
Look, Wike is waiting for 2027 to know where he will go to. But I don't see him reviving a PDP that he has destroyed. Neither will he join the APC formally. That is what is going on here. Wike is looking at the possibility of using a PDP to contest in 2031. But if you have destroyed PDP, where are you going to? Where are you going to? That is just the simple truth. This man may not know what he's doing to himself until 2031 comes. Then you will see him jumping from pillar to post. By that time, no single person will be with him. No single person. Because they will see him as a betrayer. Yes, they will see him as a betrayer. All the APC state and all the APC governors, who is he going to rally around? Or is it PDP? Who will listen to him? Eventually, they will leave PDP for him now. Yes, that is what is going to happen. But whether Wike remains in PDP or not, Mr. Okoro, I can see problem boldly written in this wall here. Problem is coming.
Where is the problem coming from?
I said problem is coming. Big problem in Nigeria. Don't worry yourself. You see this thing that is happening.
But what kind of problem is that? Is it political explosion or insecurity or economic problem that we're already deep into?
Problem can come in different forms. APC will regret this thing they are doing. I'm not joking. They will regret it.
Barrister, how will APC regret it? More governors are, in fact, we are told that even governors from the Northeast in particular, will defect to the APC.
Okay.
The other day, we saw Senator Simala Akila, you know, jump from the PDP to the APC from Bauchi State.
Have you even seen what they call a Fuji House of Promotion?
Okay.
That is what APC will turn to. Count down to 2027. APC will turn to Fuji House of what? Promotion. Maybe by that time you now know what I'm talking about. It has never happened in the history of this country that people will just be jumping. A party that has not done well in governance, and everybody runs to that party, and you think it's ordinary.
And when you say a party that has not done well in governance, the governors are saying they are moving because of the economic reforms of the president, which is paying off for Nigerians.
The economic reform that have brought the hardship, according to World Bank, or didn't you hear World Bank? No, tell me. They must look for something to hold on.
The same World Bank that prescribed the pills that Nigeria is taking.
Yes, so that will tell you what we are talking about. The subsidy, is it going on? Are we not paying subsidy now? Hold on. Are we not paying subsidy? The same subsidy they are using to tell you reform. We are paying subsidy. When you borrow money, you use it to cushion the effect of subsidy. As of today, 300,000 barrels of crude oil is reserved for subsidy. So how are you paying subsidy then? How? Can't you see deceit here? Which bold reform? No, which bold reform, for God's sake? Let us leave this, all this deceit, it will come to a head. Let them continue to deceive Nigerians. But people who know what is going on, they still know. All this reform, they are using it to hoodwink the governors who believe that there is a reform. So this money you are now borrowing, if there is subsidy, this money you are now borrowing, what is it for? Tell me, this 21 or $24 billion, what is this for? No, tell me now. Since your reform is yielding fruit, you go and borrow money. You now use it as if you are using the money of subsidy. God Almighty.
Barrister, on the papers today, Afebe Balola, a senior advocate of Nigeria, your colleague lawyer like you, said, look, that our high debt profile is driving away foreign investors.
No, they will come. They are coming. They are coming. Did they tell you that investors' confidence have been rekindled at...
Exactly the point. So who do we believe?
Yes, these are... Musokoro, go and listen to the press. Government press, they will paint good pictures. And when you read it, you think that they are telling you the truth. No, they are not. Whenever they write anything on paper now, I will look at the paper where it is coming from.
Okay.
Government paper.
So some of the newspapers are some of the media houses are patronizing.
Exactly. Lagos Ibadan Press. They package this government well. Will the nation tell you something that is up to us about this government? The Nation newspaper. Do you expect them to write anything that will harm the government? And when you read it, you say, you may not even know. You may not even know who is behind the nation. You may not even know where the nation is coming from. You just read it and you believe that, yes, this is the authentic one. That is what is going on, nothing else. Propaganda. Everything is looking up. Where is it looking up? Where is it? Where is it? Buhari left a debt of 70-something trillion.
No, 44.
44.
Between 40 and 41.
So now look at where you are taking it to.
152.
That is 100.
But we are investing all of that money.
In what?
In infrastructure.
Where are they?
Rail lines, Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, Badagry Sokoto Highway.
Leave that thing. So since you borrowed the 100 trillion in 2 years, that means in another 2 years, you borrow...
No, the government says, no, we are done with internal borrowings now. So because that 152 has two components, local and foreign borrowings.
They said internal borrowing. Is it not because the banks are no longer capable of borrowing money to government? Because the one they borrow, they have not paid. Can't you get it? They didn't say they will not borrow.
The barrister, why are we borrowing so much money? Because at every time, we are told that one agency or the other surpassed their revenue target for the quarter, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. And oil prices, went up at a point. We were able to meet our OPEC quota. We hear that oil theft has reduced and all of that. So why are we still borrowing money?
When you are serving the God of Mammon, he will never be satisfied with money. That's why they call him God of Mammon. So this government, I am beginning to think that they are serving a God of Mammon. That is why with all the humongous amount of money we have made, we don't see the dividends. That means this God of Mammon is the one sucking our money. That's the truth. There's no other explanation. Let them give us a breakdown of the money they have made and the one they have spent. No way. No way. They have not told us. At a glance, you're supposed to see the money that government is making from a website, but they remove the website. They remove it, so you don't even know what is on.
Okay. All right. Now, Barrister, let's visit the issue of the opposition. We have less than 2 years to the election. What is the state of the opposition in Nigeria, especially with regard to what is going on in the PDP, the ADC, the Labour Party, and all of that? Do you expect an upset in 2027?
I don't think so. They have been hypnotized. The opposition is under heavy hypnotism. The same thing they did to Jonathan in Aso Rock. They have been hypnotized. Quote me. Because I have never seen this type of thing in Nigeria. I have never. That means when something is this bad, it is better you look at it closely and see what is wrong. The opposition is under a heavy spell. Look, when you are dealing with some people or somebody, and you know the antecedent and the character of this person, you should be expecting that which he is known for. You should be expecting it. You don't expect a snake to become short all of a sudden. No, a snake will always be long. A leopard cannot change his spots. If you are dealing with some people or somebody who believe in all these things, he will never, or the people will never achieve anything without consulting one witch and wizard. They always want to acquire power through this means. I said I remember what Wole Soyinka said. By the time they chased Jonathan out of Aso Rock, he said that the spell they placed on Jonathan wouldn't have saved him in Aso Rock. And the Bishop Mike Okonkwo of Trem, he said that all the pastors in Nigeria couldn't have saved Jonathan from the spell they placed on him.
But sir, who is the day? Who are the day?
Who else? Who removed Jonathan from power? No,
Nigerians voted.
No. Which party? Oh, Mr. Okoro, you have come now. Which party benefited from the exit of Jonathan? Which party?
Was it a party thing or was it about Nigerians?
It's the party that took over. That party did most of the work. Which have been Nigeria? Are you not hearing what has happened now? You are calling Nigeria.
Barrister, what has happened?
Did you see what happened?
Like what? What happened?
The people in APC, they are coming out now to sing Ikeneri. They are singing and telling you what they did. In fact, El-Rufai said that he will talk more. He said it.
Barrister, El-Rufai is talking now. He's talking because he didn't get into cabinet.
Look, listen, leave that thing. You have seen the figures he brought out. All the states had the election panned out. Nobody from the presidency have replied him or challenged him. True or false? True or false?
Because do they need to challenge him? Because, I mean, the Supreme Court affirmed the election of the president.
Leave all those things. The Supreme Court. Which court? No, that election tribunal, even the people that did it, did they tell you that they did it with clear eyes? Since that time till now, has this
okay,
court
now Barrister, if we have a situation where, from the picture that you have painted, you know, all the parties. Okay, but Barrister, I would like for you to, I will come back to you. There's an incoming call. Let's take the call and hear him out. Good evening and thanks for calling in. Your name and where you are calling from. 1 minute, sir. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, now unfortunately we've lost that call.
The line has gone off.
Okay, yes. But Barrister, like, if we are able to trace, according to you, the problems in all the opposition parties to one man, you know, does it lend credence to the fact that that man might be the master strategist like Nigerians have painted him? So what is he?
No. Do you know why? One of the reasons why I like this athletic, international athletic meet?
Okay.
They don't tolerate cheating. The moment you cheat, they will, in fact, they will punish you. They will sanction you. If you now use a performance-enhancing drug to win a race, later you are tested and they discover that this is what you did. Have you not seen what they do to them? No, we don't say that because you have won. In fact, you are the fastest runner. You fly like a bird. Therefore, since you have won, now you go with your trophy. No. They did it to our owner, Okagbere. I'm sure by the time she finished the 10 years ban, she will be expired. That's the truth. That is what you do so that any competition will be clean, free and fair. Don't reward infamy, Mr. Okoro. Don't. All this is strategy and whatever. It's because you and I, we have accepted it as a way of life. Can't you you do something with the free and fair hand? You want to contest election, you apply all manner of rubbish, and people will be telling you it is a star what? Star what? You are either using agbero or you are compromising all the institutions, and you are calling it strategy. Don't you see how the Western world will punish their leaders who want to contravene their electoral processes? Richard Nixon, what shut him down from his second term? Richard Nixon of the US. Just because of his dropping. Not to talk of when you are using agbero to fight for you, snatch ballot box, disenfranchise others and all that. And you are telling me strategy. That's not strategy. That is infamy of the highest order. And we should frown at it. Election to be free and fair without any inducement, without any force. That is the only way you can beat yourself. Say, yes, I won this election. You celebrate it. Not this type of thing we are seeing here. Not this type of thing. It's unfortunate, seriously.
Okay, now, Barrister, as we custom now, I want us to talk about something that happened recently, and it's about the coup scare. Now, the Defense Headquarters has denied reports of any coup attempt. But we hear 16 officers, have been arrested and undergoing investigation. We also hear that a certain governor, a former governor from the south, is also under investigation. Barrister, this coup thing, is it phantom to distract, or is it to hide the discontent in society? What will it be for you? Is it some form of distraction? Do you think it happened? Recall that 2 or 3 days ahead of the 65th independence anniversary, the presidency came out to say that there wouldn't be any parade. And looks like, was that intentional, or is it that the security, the intelligence community had noted that, look, there was something like a coup. This case, is it real or phantom? What do you think? What will it be for you?
When something is looking like a real, you look at it closely. You remember when Abacha, when he was in power, you know that the man was infamous for disappearing people. And for that reason, many people were against him, one way or the other. Is that not true? Good. And he now created a phantom coup to take care of those people who are against him. All of them were rending. Dia and Olarewaju even went to cry at his feet, and he had to give them is it not white handkerchief to clean their tissue. All those things are what orchestrated, we know. But this is a civilian setting. Is it not a shame that 2 years into an administration, you are talking of a coup? If we do the right thing, for God's sake, what is wrong? What is wrong? If the right thing are done, will anybody be thinking of it, not even carrying it out?
That is my question. Is it a product of discontent in society?
Yeah, I mean, who else carry coup? Is it not the military? Is it a civilian? It's the military.
Great Oboro was not a soldier.
It's just helping. The real people, the real food soldiers.
No, but he was the mastermind.
How can he be the mastermind?
He was the sponsor. He was the sponsor.
No, sponsor. You just sponsor. It's the military that knows the tactics now.
No, he wasn't acting alone.
No, there's no way you will not involve the civilian, because they have a role to play. Ogboru was using his fish farm to harbor some of the vehicles they are going to use. That is the prominent role he played. And somebody living near him saw this and reported that, look, these people, there are some vehicles and all that, armor tank. They are stockpiling somewhere. This was one of the reasons that happened with that of Ogboru. But in this particular case, something is definitely wrong. What you are seeing,
what could be wrong? What is
wrong is the administration. The way this administration is very, very bad. The level of arrogance and impunity is, in fact, the military couldn't have done this. The military couldn't have gone this far in infamy. All the institutions have been compromised in a democracy. Now look at all the opposition. You are not even allowed them to breathe. All the opposition, all the institutions compromise, the legislature, the judiciary, civil society, everybody that is anybody. Nobody could talk. Nobody could talk. So what do you call that? Is that a democracy? It's not. That is one of the reasons that angered the people. To make matters worse, insecurity, which you swore to carry out, to curtail, you couldn't do that. All what your only concern is 2027, how to win election. Meanwhile, the real governance is suffering. You are just all about yourself, what concerns you. This is not how to run a government, seriously. It has gotten to a head where even ordinary people have said, no, we can't do this any longer. You remember hunger strike and all the other strikes that has happened in this country. All because of what? Impunity and arrogance. You know that this thing you are doing is not good, yet you are doing it. Because nobody could talk. Nobody could challenge you. That is it. Nobody could talk. You are not even listening to anybody. What you want to do is what you are going to do in a democracy. Okay, the reform you are talking about, where is it? 2 years, 3, going to 3 years, no sign.
All right.
By next year now, campaign and primaries will start. That means governance is over. So 4 years down the line, we didn't see one single dividend of your reform. Rather, you hire the press, you hire some people to be praising you that yes, your reform is yielding fruit. Meanwhile, we are not seeing the fruit. We are not seeing the benefits. So what does that tell you?
All right then. Now